it's Donna Drescher from Social Media Bomb, and I'm moving forward with the the video series that I've been doing on basically how to build your business online. So we started out with some mindset issues that you might have, and then we went into how to lay the foundation of your business by going through your research and the 3 C's of research. So if you missed that, go back for the videos before this. Today we're going to dive into the meat in the sandwich, which is basically how to start generating leads. So how to do lead generation online. So the dictionary definition of lead generation is the action or process of identifying and cultivating potential customers for a business's products and services. So this is really interesting because a lot of people think that lead generation is just the bringing the people to them, and they forget about the cultivating of the customer. So actually there's more to it than just attracting people. It's actually then engaging them. That's also very important, and that's where a lot of people fall down in building their business. So I just want to say, if you don't have a predictable way to bring people to you, then your client well is going to dry up and your business is going to die. So this is the difference between, imagine a fisherman who's gone out to sea and he just stops his boat. He's not quite sure if there's any reef or any good bottom structures around. He just chucks his hook, puts a bit of bait on it, chucks it in the water, and then he sits back and he prays and hopes that the fish that he wants to catch comes along and jumps onto his hook. Versus the fisherman who goes out to sea, he's looking at the bottom structures, finds a good reef, and then he puts the bait on the hook that fish that he knows he wants to catch loves, and then he puts burley in the water to attract that fish to him. So you can see the difference there between the two. The second fisherman who's using a sound strategy is going to have a lot better chance of success than the first one who might get lucky once or twice, but then he'll just say that it didn't work. Oh yeah, I tried fishing, it didn't work. And that's what a lot of online business people do. So how do we generate leads? Okay, so you've done your research, the 3 C's. We've been through that: researching yourself, researching your customer, and researching your competition. And as I said, if you missed those videos, go back and watch them, because that is the most important thing. If you do not have your foundation laid in, then everything that you're going to create off the back of that is going to fail. And once again, that's going to lead you to believe that it just didn't work, when in reality, you just weren't doing the right thing. So you want to do your research. And then once you've done that research, you want to craft something that your ideal market wants. And we call this a lead magnet. And it needs to be something that they're willing to give up their information for. So willing to give up their name and their email at least, possibly even their phone number to get. And this is why you need to do your research, because you need to know what they want, what their problem is, what their frustration is, what their dreams are, so that you can craft a lead magnet and dangle it in front of them like a hook with bait on it that's going to make them bite. So once you've given it to them in exchange for their details, then the last thing that you have to do is you have to engage them. And we forget about this. We bring these people to us, but then we don't engage them. We're not sending emails out to them. We're not turning up in front of them. You know, the whole thing about lead generation is showing up as the leader, showing up as the person that can help these people, so that when they are finally ready to admit that they have this problem, when the pain finally becomes great enough that they're ready to do something about it, you are the person that they think about. You are the person that they come to for help. The truth is that when you're running any sort of marketing funnel, maybe 0.5% of people that come through will jump on it straight away. Most people need between 5 to 12 exposures to something before they say yes, and that's even when they are ready to solve their problem. Most people who have a problem are not ready to solve it yet. They're still at that, that nail isn't that uncomfortable, I can't be bothered moving stage. But one day they will get there. Something will shift in their life. Something will happen that will make them need to move, need to change. And if you've been cultivating a relationship with them, then you're going to be the one that they want to do business with. Okay, so let's talk about lead magnets, the importance of lead magnets and how to craft a good one. So counterintuitively, you would think that the bigger the lead magnet, the better, right? But that's not how it works. I mean, these days, the average person's attention span is less than a goldfish's now. And that's actually true. It's less than 7 seconds. You have less than 7 seconds to capture someone's attention. So if you are creating a full book or something like that because you want to give them as much as you can, then the chances of them actually taking it are less, because they don't have the time to read a whole book. They've got an itch and they want it scratched now. So what you want to do is you want to create something that's short and simple, but still is imperative enough that they want it. So you want to create like a PDF, a cheat sheet. Quizzes are good. Competitions are great for creating leads. Okay, so something that they really want, that they're willing to give up the details for. Now, do not bait and switch. So this works in many different ways. First of all, you need to create something that is actually leading to your product or program as the solution. So these people, they have the problem and there are many different solutions, but you need to make sure that what you're giving them is kind of like the stepping stone before your solution. It's the piece of information they need to then make a decision that your solution is what they need to get there. When you're running a competition, it can be tempting just to think of something amazing that you can give away to bring as many leads in as possible. So for instance, if you're a coach helping people with organizational skills, and then you run a competition where you're giving away an iPad, yeah, sure, you're going to get a ton of people entering that competition. But the chances of any of them being what we call a qualified lead are slim to none. You're going to have a whole heap of people, you're going to have paid to run this competition, you're going to have paid for the iPad, and then you're going to have a whole heap of people who actually don't want what you have to give. So if you're running a competition, it's very important that what you're giving away is actually the program that you're selling, because if these people want that enough that enter this competition, then you know that you've got a chance of selling off the back end of that lead generation. Okay, so don't bait and switch. It needs to be something that's going to naturally lead as a stepping stone to what your solution is. And when we talked in the 3 C's of research, we talked about building out your offer and how you need to create stepping stones for them from the A to the B to get them from where they are now stuck to where they want to be, and how your offer needs to be these stepping stones. So you need to think of lead generation as being like that. It needs to be a stepping stone that's going to get to them where they want to be, and then you are there that's going to take them the rest of the way. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to cover the how-to part. So how, once you've created this lead generation, how are you going to get it out there? How are you going to start bringing people to you? And I'm going to have a giveaway for you. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.